welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Yeah, once more in front of Gerald here in Mill in the North Shroud. We want to go the path to upgrade our Relic weapon Zenith into a Zodiac weapon. This is a very, very long quest line with several in-between steps where you upgrade your weapons. So probably are not all in this episode, and this will of course be very, very choppy because this is not something you do in a day. This is designed to be done over months. This was once upon a time endgame content. It's you. Gods, I never thought I'd be glad to see you. Just the other day, this old bloke from some faraway land suddenly appeared. He'd been bugging me ever since, asking about putting souls on relics or something. And none of it made any bit of sense to me. Can't the man see how busy I am pounding kettles all bloody day? I ain't got the time to be human with the elderly. What's more, you're the one with a fancy relic, ain't that right? If there's anyone this Yalzan bloke ought to be bothering, I reckon it's you. Run along then, and keep the old coot off me back. This guy over there. The impropriety. In my land, the elderly are treated with deference, and visitors received with honor. You must excuse me, adventurer. I've endured a trying sea voyage to meet with Eorzea's greatest weaponsmith, only to find that he's the greatest bore I have ever had the displeasure of knowing. But what is this? Your weapon? Unless I'm gravely mistaken, 'tis a relic infused with Tavnarian mist. Marvelous, marvelous. But where are my manners? Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Yalzan, and I hail from the near eastern city-state of Razatan. I'm an alchemist by trade. It's been my life's work to study the enhancement of arms through soul infusion. Verily, Tavnarian mist is one of the fruits of my toils. Upon learning that the elixir had come to some prominence in Eorzea, I had journeyed here with the intent of exploring new possibilities in my research. I want but for a subject to proceed. If you would be that subject, your weapon will become further enhanced. Will you agree to assist me, adventurer, and for your troubles come to possess a mightier relic? Yes. Oh, it's tedious. A decision you will not regret. But without further ado, allow me to explain what my research will entail. Now, I trust you are aware that ARR permits all things in our world. What you may not know, however, is that ARR is found in greater concentrations in Eorzea than everywhere else. When a weapon infused with a quasi-soul, such as your relic, is used to slay a living being in this ARR-rich land, a peculiar phenomenon occurs. The ARR released by the fallen creature resonates with your weapon and agglomerates into a crystal which I have dubbed Atma. It must be noted that this occurs only on rare occasions due to factors I have yet to identify. Now, as you may have already gathered, Atma is essentially the crystallized soul of a living being, and these crystals hold the key to strengthening your weapon. According to my research, 12 unique pieces of Atma are required, meaning they must be acquired from 12 different foes. See the deed done, adventurer, and you shall hold in your hands such power as you have never known. By participating in Fates while equipped with a relic weapon Zenith, you may attain Atma Crystal. The location of the Fates and the Atma yielded are as follows: Central Shroud, Southern Fanalan, Upper Lanacea, East Shroud, Eastern Fanalan, Middle Lanacea, Western Fanalan, Outer Lanacea, Lower Lanacea, North Shroud, Central Fanalan, and Western Lanacea. The information can be reviewed in the completed journal for the quest Up in Arms, which can be found under side story quests. Okay. To finish this step now, we need this 12 Atma. You have, whenever you do a fate in one of the areas mentioned here, you have a chance to get an Atma for the respective area. It's terrible to be alone. Especially, yeah, I likely won't win this one. From past experience in this, doing this, I would say the chance for dropping an Atma after a successful fate are about 20%, and you need them from all 12 mentioned areas. Also, mind, Atma are inventory items, not quest items, so you might have to clear up inventory space for it. No. Failed. Anyway, I guess I cut this now because, as I said, this is a very long work, just doing fates in all kinds of areas. I see you when I'm done. Okay, I'm back after about 3 hours. Farming the 12 Atma and Relic Weapon Zenith enhancement. Through the power of Atma, I shall imbue your relic with such might as it has never known. Liar. Lend me the object you wish enhanced, and I shall see the deed done. Give me the Yoshimitsu Zenith enhancement. Ah, 12 unique varieties of Atma. You have done well, my dear adventurer. Should have thrown up. Now it's too late. Sorry. Pray leave the rest to me. I require but a moment. It is done. True to my theory, the souls housed within the Atma have merged with your relic. Take it up once more, adventurer, and savor the newfound power that courses through it. Your relic weapon Zenith has been reborn through the power of Atma. If you wish to have another relic weapon Zenith enhanced, you may do so by repeating the process of obtaining 12 unique pieces of Atma and then presenting the objects to Yalzan. And we now have our relic weapon Atma, which has a higher item level and nothing else. Oh wait, it is a color swap which lost the glow effect. So yeah, there's no stat enhancement for the Atma weapon. That comes with the next step. Ah, my stout assistants, I trust you are enjoying your Atma-infused relic. Now, while your newfound might may indeed be impressive, what if I were to tell you that your weapon may grow even mightier still? My research leads me to believe that this is a distinct possibility. As before, if you would agree to be my subject, I promise that you would not be worse for your part. What say you? Yes. I knew I could count on you, my friend. Listen then, to the theory I have recently formed. Legends tell that, when the world lies upon the brink of destruction, brave souls who bear the light shall arise to banish the darkness. These heroes are known by myriad names, but in my native Razatan, they are called the Zodiac Braves. Here in this area, they are better known as the Warriors of Light. The Zodiac Braves were said to wield arms of unparalleled might that shone with the radiance of 1,000 stars. My ultimate objective, my dear adventurer, is no less than the recreation of these legendary arms. The Tavnian tradition holds that the Zodiac Braves gathered light to their weapons by vanquishing formidable foes. 'Tis my theory that the heroes were in fact absorbing souls. And now, through the use of Atma, your weapon has been transformed into something with a self-same ability, and it exists as a vessel for souls. At present, however, this vessel holds but a small fraction of its capacity. If your weapon is to realize its potential, you must have it drink deep of the souls of slain foes. Of course, not every soul is created equal, and so it follows that not all creatures will serve our purpose. Indeed, the Zodiac Braves themselves were very particular as to which foes they chose to vanquish. In the interest of efficiency, you would do well to seek out adversaries of like nature. For this you might refer to the Trials of the Braves, a collection of sacred texts that tell the hero's deeds. The books are common enough in Razatan, but having recently formed my theory, I did not think to bring them with me, alas. Though with trade flourishing between our lands, mayhap there's a local merchant dealing in imported wares who has them in stock. Okay. Almost always when you don't know where to go to Ravenna. Even the quest knows it. Always when it says look around to find out where you can get an item, probably Ravenna. Maybe someone else is an alternative, but Ravenna almost always works. Tavnian literature on heroes who wielded dazzling weapons, and it's called the Trials of the Braves. Might be that I've got something what fits your description. Jusana is the one who deals in tomes and the like. You'll find her near the north gate of Atoll. One of her apprentices. With pretty Mikote. Trials of the Braves? Why yes, we happen to have the tomes, but why would anyone be interested in moldy odd things like what I meant to say was they're extremely rare, and you aren't like to find them anywhere else in Eorzea. 9 books comprise a set, and each alone is worth a small fortune. But I like you, adventurer, so I'm willing to offer them at a discount. For the bargaining price of 100 elegant tomestones of poetics, you can be a proud owner of a piece of history, a book from the sacred Trials of the Braves. Make no mistake, anywhere else and you'd easily pay twice that. When you're keen to make the exchange, just let me know. By defeating all the foes listed within a book of Trials of the Braves, your relic weapon Atma will gain attributes. Distinct sets of Trials of the Braves exist for each relic. A set is comprised of 9 books, of which 4 are available for exchange at first. A Paladin set is comprised of 7 books for the weapon and 2 for the shields. Only 6 of these are available for exchange at first. Each book can be purchased from Jusana. Please note, however, that you can possess only 1 at a given time. You must complete all the objectives in a book before you may obtain another. Alternatively, you may also dispose of it by speaking with her or the key item menu. May your relic drink deep of the souls of your enemies. Okay, then let's get us a book. I take it you're keen to take advantage of my special offer. If so, which book from the Trials of the Brave would you like to purchase? Let's start with the main attribute. Here it is, the Book of Your Heart's Desire. I have no doubt that it will provide endless hours of entertainment. Have there ever been 100 elegant tombstones of poetics better spent? I think not. Now, we have it under quest items, and where's the Book of Skyfire 1? In the Zodiac books, we have always 4 categories. Normal enemies. There is a set of 10 types of high-level enemies. There are always something above level 40. It is to hunt here, 10 types. It's basically like your hunting log here. You have 10 types, where you have 10 sets of enemies you have to defeat. You have 3 dungeons. Always 1 low-level dungeon, 1 higher level dungeon, so low level is up to level 40. These are from level 40 to the easier level 50 ones, and 1 of a harder level 50 dungeons. You have 3 fates. This is probably the most annoying part, because you need to wait for fates to show up to do them. And 3 guild levels. Also, always a bit of a higher level ones. Guild levels always come either from here, from St. Cornac, from Whiteburn Front, or from Camp Blue Fog. I haven't unlocked that one yet. Okay, but he's here. Yeah, and so I will spend time working through 9 books of Brave stories here. By the way, he's totally screwing you over. If you dispose of a book, so return one to her, she says, okay, they were intended for destruction anyway. Something along those lines, huh? Yeah, let's get to work then. Okay, there I am again. This should be the last mob I need for the last Atma book, so let's quickly kill him. Trials of the Brave is complete. Right? Don't think you have any books more. I take it you... It appears we're completely out of books pertaining that weapon. It's no wonder seeing that you're the one who cleaned us out. Make your way to Hospital and present it to Yazan. Well, let's dispose of the book. Really? Well, I suppose the moldy old book was bound for the furnace. I mean, it breaks my heart to see a piece of history treated like so many pages of soiled parchment. But who am I to argue with a customer? Well, it's done. That particular bit of history will never bother you again. I hope you're happy now. Off to Hospital. I think the book would automatically be destroyed once I turn the weapon into Yalzan, but I'm not entirely certain. And I found the text just hilarious. That's, oh, it was bound for the furnace. I mean, are you certain this treasured piece of history? Yeah. Just a cheap laugh. Do I have another weapon for you? Okay. Asthma enhancement? Through my arts, I shall permanently bind the souls you have gathered to your relic. Let me the object you wish enhanced, and I shall see the deed done. And this is the Yoshimitsu. Yes, the relic fairly pulsates with the power of souls. To have successfully brought it to this state, yours is an uncommon perseverance, adventurer. You have done your part, and now I shall do mine. This will take but a moment. And gets a new glow effect. It is done. Ah, the souls within lend it a truly magnificent gleam. Take up your relic anew, my friend, and bask in the light of its majesty. Your relic weapon Atma has been reborn through the power of souls. The enemies you are required to defeat vary according to the relic. If you wish to enhance another relic weapon Atma, you must obtain books from the associated set of Trials of the Braves and complete all the objectives therein. So, if you want another Atma weapon enhanced, you start over from the beginning. Taking it to the stars. Obtain a relic weapon Animus. Yes, this is now item level 100. Well, it was before, but now it has the stats. Greetings, my dear assistant. I trust your enhanced relic is serving you well. Yet know that we are but halfway to creating the mighty arm described in the legend of the Zodiac Braves. Aye, your weapon can house power even greater than now, and I believe that this power can be attained for the use of materia. As is my wont, I have dabbled in these peculiar stones and acquired a rudimentary knowledge of their workings. Within my limited grasp of the subject matter, I have gleaned that, already being laden with soul energy, your relic cannot be enhanced via conventional materia melding. An alternate method is required. For this, we shall need to consult the experts. If you desire to wield a mightier weapon, you ought to well to seek Mutamix, the goblin credited with bringing the secrets of materia to Eorzea. He and his students are said to be camped at a place called the Bonfire in central Fanalan. Though you doubtless already knew this. And that is where we need to go next, to Mutamix Bubbly Pots. Master Mutamix, maybe you can help me. What brings Uplander to tendering of Mutamix Bubbly Pots? I need your help. Uplander's fight tool, already filled with every self, wishes it to gain power of materia. Uplander's difficult desire. Such knowings do not exist. Yet. Mutamix has new underlearner, name of Hubertin. Hubertin seeks to outdraw power of materia, but is having brain blocks muchly. If Uplander gives land hand to Hubertin, brain blocks may be broken, yes? Hubertin, you may help me? Or we may help each other? Ah, why won't it work? Why won't you bomb, damn you? Forgive me my outdoors adventure. I have hit a proverbial wall in my research, and it has driven me nigh insane. Yeah, your boss taught me. Maybe we can help each other. What? You've been working with a man from Razatan, and this Hunnish alchemist has had you infusing your relic with soul energy? And now you'd seek to further enhance it with materia? Huzzah! The builder be praised for guiding your steps to me. Begging your pardon, adventurer. The prospect of a breakthrough so excited me, I quite took leave of my propriety. My name is Hubertin, and I have but recently joined the carriers of a cauldron. I seek to overcome the limits of advanced materia melding, also known as secret joining skill. As you may already be aware, an object can safely host only a limited number of materia, but by extracting the soul energy within the stones and converting it into light, you may circumvent this constraint. Or so my theory goes. While I've succeeded in transferring this light energy to a transitory medium, all attempts to then have it bond with equipment have ended in dismal failure. I had all but given up hope when you arrived. Your soul-infused relic, I believe, is an ideal vessel for this light energy. And with the revolutionary techniques possessed by Master Yalzan, I'm confident that our efforts will bear fruit. Aye, our efforts, I say. For we share the self-same goal. I trust you shan't object to a collaboration. And so, without further ado, I bid you fetch me enchanted ink. Not any enchanted ink, mind you, but one that boasts superior ethereal conductivity. The ink is central to our endeavor, but I have recently depleted my stores. For a blessing would seem it can be had at Revenant's stall, from a merchant named Rowena. Why are you frowning? Did I say something inappropriate? If so, please accept my apologies. My mother always said I lacked tact. But to return to the matter at hand, for our purposes, I must have no less than 3 bottles of ink. Pray return here when you have procured the requisite amount. I always forget this part. And then have to return to Madonna to get ripped off by Rowena. As usual. She's great at ripping people off. Ariana, special arms, and superior enchanted ink. 3 times. Right? It is that. Oh no, I will first have to talk to Rowena who sends me Van Bam. Okay. Hey Jesse. Yeah, this is Jesse, Deputy President of the Garland Iron Works. Sid's company. Well, if it ain't my best customer, what's your fancy today then? Ink with superior ethereal conductivity, you say? Ain't nothing ever simple with you, eh? Well, just so happens a shipment arrived from Tavernier not 3 days ago. Ariana can fix you up with the stuff. We got plenty in stock, so long as you've got elegant tombstones of poetics to exchange with them. Oh, and in case you're wondering, you won't find it elsewhere in Eorzea. I make it a point of being the sole supplier of whatever it is I sell. That's just good business, see? As I said, I already bought it. I believe I mentioned before, when you have no idea where to get something, Rowena is a good place to start. Ah, you're back. Have you acquired 3 bottles of superior enchanted ink? I have indeed. Yes, this should serve our purposes perfectly. With this ink, I shall draw Arcanima patterns of power upon parchment to create a sphere scroll, the medium for storing materia-derived light energy. This, my friend, is the key to raising your relic to the next level of might. We want but a catalyst by which the power of materia may be converted into light and infused into the scroll, a rare stone known as Alexandrite. Being a variety of dark matter, Alexandrite possesses light-altering properties. When placed beneath a light source, it bursts into a dazzling display of color. Owing to its singular beauty, Alexandrite was highly prized by ancient civilizations, and so nigh on every natural deposit has been exhausted. However, the stone is known to emerge among hidden treasures. We just need to know where to look. It may behoove us to consult dealers of artifacts from bygone eras. Gods, I cannot recall when last I felt so invigorated. Many more things remain to be done, but any sort of progress is better than none. Give me but a moment to gather my thoughts, and I shall resume my explanation. Square scrolls may be obtained from Roberton in exchange for bottles of superior enchanted ink. Each square scroll can be infused with up to 5 types of materia. Please note, however, that certain restrictions apply to quantity and variety. Furthermore, due to the unstable nature of materia-derived light energy, infusion attempts are known to fail occasionally. Furthermore, each infusion requires the use of a catalyst known as Alexandrite. Alexandrite is yielded from treasure coffers, blah blah. Mysterious maps can be obtained from Oriana at Revenant's Toll in exchange for elegant tombstones. Completing a certain quest will also earn you a map. Alexandrite may also be obtained, albeit at a low probability, by participating in fates while equipped with your relic weapon, Animus, or beyond. Using the superior enchanted ink you bring, I shall prepare a square scroll bearing Arcanima padding for enhancing your relic. Your task will then be to acquire suitable varieties of materia, along with pieces of Alexandrite by which to convert and infuse their spiritual energy. When the square scroll is fully infused, the time will be ripe for its power to be bonded with your relic. The overseeing of this final step I shall leave to Master Yazan. Now, as you go about infusing materia, you may well undergo a change of heart. If you wish to have any infusion removed, bring the scroll and question to me and I will see the deed done. Lastly, pray relay to Master Yazan all that you have learned from me. His wealth of knowledge, I believe, will be instrumental to our success. Square scrolls may be obtained from Burton in exchange for bottles of superior enchanted ink. Also, you can undo something, and meet the Yoshimitsu. By virtue of what, in the blinking of an eye, your square scroll is ready. You are at liberty to infuse with material of your choosing, assuming it's compatible with this. But first we need to talk to Yalzan once more. Okay, Yalzan. Welcome back, my friend. By your triumphant excursion, I take it you have found a way to enhance your relic with materia. Converting the spiritual energy into light for collective transfer. A truly inspired idea. While I'm not one to count my daughters before they hatch, based on my experience, I'm quietly confident that this method shan't disappoint. Now, depending on the varieties of materia used, I expect that your weapon's properties may undergo change. Precisely in what manner I cannot say until the infusion process is complete. Go forth and infuse the square scroll as per young Hubertane's instructions. When you have accomplished this task, bring the scroll to me and I shall see to bonding its light energy to your relic. Likewise, if you desire to know how your weapon will evolve, present it to me along with the scroll and I shall divine for you the answer. And once the square scroll is finished, please note that the process of what you're doing here will replace the weapon's attributes with those that were infused in the square scroll. So this is not a straight upgrade. You can, if you try to, you can really mess your item up. The attributes strength, dexterity, vitality, intelligence, and mind will be raised to a value befitting gear of item level 110. Attributes that remain will be replaced with ones infused into the square scroll. In case of Thymus and Omninex Animus, base direct hit rate will not be replaced. So those are the healer items, and I best take this here. When you look at this, you have infused 0 of 75, and each infusion takes an Alexandrite. Now, if an infusion fails, you do not lose the Alexandrite, but you lose the material you used it for. Yeah. As the info text from Hubertin said, there are several ways to get Alexandrite. The most brute force attempt is doing it like the collecting of the Atma stones. Do fades until you run out, until they drop. But considering you have to collect 75 Alexandrite, and the rates for Alexandrite are about the same as we have for Atma, this is a tedious task. The far more economical way is to use treasure maps, which you can either buy from Oriana, which we just got the enhanced ink for, off. I believe each map costs 75 elegant tombstones of poetics, or this quest here. Well, this unlocks the daily quest, which allows us to get a map. One man's trash. Nothing worth them, just a stupid bloody rock. Again, ain't good for a pint of fish. By God's buttocks, if it ain't the aspiring treasure hunter from Braunschweig. What brings you here, friend? This was the guy we met when we unlocked treasure maps. Or the digging ability. The drunkard, failed treasure hunter with great dreams and so on. Wait, don't tell me. You was drawn to that sweet smell of treasure. Ain't that right? Well then, treat your nostrils to this. A mysterious map. What points the way to an ancient cache of untold worth. Now I know what you're thinking. Only a fool to reveal such lucrative information to others. And I ain't no fool. But like you, adventurer, I like you, adventurer. I want you to have this map. My very last. Probably me ma collects them. Why? Don't remember, but if I don't give them to her, she'll flog me bloody. You wouldn't want me to get flogged bloody, would you? Course not. You're a good soul, that's plain to see. You want to help Eldrin, and you can do just that by running the map over to Ma over at Revenant Stall. Brangwin's her name. Who knows? When she sees you, might she takes a liking to you and let you have a map. Don't quote me on that though. May the god speed your way, adventurer. And while they're at it, they can speed mine too, to lots of treasures and grog. Brangwin is there. Why, hello there, young one. What can old Brangwin do for you, huh? Your son asked me to give you this. Oh my, a mysterious map. My drunken lout of a son has you running errands, I see. For that I apologize. Rest assured he will be suitably disciplined for his indiscretion. Why do I collect these maps, you ask? Well, it just happens to remove kitchen stains like a charm. There's something to do with a special ink vampire, I believe. If you want your kitchen to be spotless like mine, I wouldn't be averse to parting with a map or three. My son keeps my stores constantly replenished, you see. In exchange, I ask that you bring me let us say, articles upon adventurers who misadventured. The gods know we have no further need of our worldly possessions, so we need not feel guilty. Where are these articles like to be found? Why, where the deadliest creatures, probably, of course. Adventurers are drawn to them like moths to flame, are they not? By your questioning look, I take it you're wondering what interest I have in such salvaged items. You have your secrets, but you would sooner take to the grave, do you not? Let me keep mine, young one, and I will let you keep yours. A repeatable quest is now available from Grunwin at Revenant's Hall. Completing the quest will earn you a mysterious map. Morbid motivation. Ah, so you're keen on my little proposition? Wonderful. I look forward to rummaging through the personal effects of your slain peers. As I mentioned earlier, these are like to turn up the deadliest creature's prowl. I promise to have your mysterious map waiting for you upon your return. Then you too can luxuriate in a spotless kitchen. And what that means is do the 50, 60, 70 dungeon daily. It's a daily quest, right? And for that you get one treasure map. Or you can buy here a treasure map. Looking to get your hands on some Alexandrite, are you? I have a map right here which should lead you to a buried cage. For 75 elegant tombstones of poetic, it's yours. Here, see it for your peace of mind. You may decipher it at your leisure. Sealed for your peace of mind. That means it was open, but it was resealed. And it's a treasure map, like any other treasure map. You decipher it. If I didn't already have a map here somewhere. Okay. Yeah, you decipher the map, go to the place the map shows, dig up the treasure, and in case of these mysterious maps, there's always 5 Alexandrite in the map. Always 5. No more, no less. And I now gather the Alexandrite for upgrading my weapon. Okay, I'm basically done now with gathering Alexandrite. Because the last map I get from Brangwin here. Ah, you returned, young one. And with good tidings, I hope? Here well, here's the stuff of that adventurer. Oh my, this is a goodly haul. You found it all in this sack, you say? Well, that's very considerate of your dearly departed, isn't it? At any rate, with the contents, I should be able to... Oh dear me, I almost let my little secret slip. Let's suffice to say that I'm satisfied with our trade. My thanks, young one. You truly are dependable. Would that I had a daughter like you in place of my own hopeless specimen. If you have need of any more mysterious maps, you know what to bring me. Our very last map for at least this weapon. I don't need animal skins. Where is it? There. Central Highlands, and that is... And it should be here. Dig. Actually hit me. Ugh. and 5 Alexandrite. Now, back to a town. Because now I need materia. Now, because I'm some crazy idiot, I have quite a few materia on me. You activate the 3 scroll with your materia in the inventory, and you can see I can only use the rank 1 materia I have here until I have infused, I believe 11 times, right? But 44? Come on. I see it begins, the success rate lowers slowly. 90%. 82. 72. 60. I am pretty certain there is a way to, yeah, failed, to re-increase the success rate, possibly through, well, through spirit bond gaining or something, or just using the weapon anyway in harder content. Okay, and now if I have 11, I need the level 2 materia, because when you look at the critical hit rate, I have 12 of 44, and that's why 11. But not all things are that fixed to 44. Some things are lower. So I will now try to max out my crit rate value as much as possible. Okay, I'm now done. I infused all 75 materia. As you can see, I finished the crit rate. I did a bit of determination and a tiny bit of skill speed. This is probably far from an ideal setup, but considering that I'm level 65 and this is a level 50 weapon, this shouldn't matter too much. Anyway, to Yalzan then. Through my arts, I shall transfer the Sphere Scroll's light energy to your relic. Lend me the object you would enhance, and I shall see the deed done. My Yoshimitsu anime. Yeah, and I need it unequipped, so keep a replacement weapon at hand. Magnificent, the Sphere Scroll shines as the stars in the heavens. When your relic receives of its power, it will be enhanced like so. As you can see, I lose the direct hit rate instead. But the crit rate goes up, I get determination and skill speed. As you will it, I shall finish the task that you and Hubertin have started. This will take but a moment. O mighty relic of Eld, receive of this scroll the memories of toil and triumph, and with thy newfound light illuminate this adventurous path. New glow. It is done. Take up your weapon anew, my friend, and bask in its radiance. The radiance of a newborn star. Your relic weapon Anmus has been reborn through the power of materia. If you wish to do it again, you have to get another scroll from Hubertin and then talk to Yalzan when you're finished. Now, let's see. Seen? This has now this golden purplish glow. And the next step is unlocked. But I think we will not do this episode, but continue this another time. Until then, I am Mace and don't get lost.